Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name is Jada Hendricks, your host. So today we're going to be talking about how to be happy and unbothered, okay? Truly happy and truly unbothered by everything else around you, by, whatever you're going through. Maybe something's bothering you, maybe you feel unhappy, not satisfied with life. So yes, we're going to be talking about that, getting into that into depth so that we can start growing and becoming the best versions of ourselves. So without further ado, we're just going to jump right into the video. And of course, I do have my notebook with me and I have everything written down because, I go and I prep, make sure I have every single detail down and information for you guys so that I can just pour it all out to you guys. So we're going to first start off with you need to manage your stress, okay? Managing your stress as in anything that is stressing you out in life, you need to remove it. Or if you cannot remove it, then you need to find ways to make the situation better, right? So for example, if someone is stressing you out, a person is stressing you out and you don't need them in your life, right? You want them in your life, but you don't need them. Maybe it is time to let go of certain situations, and it doesn't have to be forever, but it needs to be for you in the moment, right? So you need to let go of a lot of things that are bringing you down. If a relationship, if a friendship. So for me, I had friendships that were dragging me down, weighing me down, made me feel, a lot of anger sometimes, or not even just anger, but negativity feeling that I would feel because of these type of people that I had in my life. So I had to let them go. So because they would put so much stress on me, letting them go, I realized such a big shift in my life and I started to feel happier and, the stress was just kind of gone, or at least faded away. There's a lot of aspects in your life that you could have stress in, but I always find that relationships and friendships, people bring a lot of stress in people's lives. So if you are having, stress within a relationship or a friendship, you need to let those things go to start bettering yourself. And it can be hard, but for you, you have to do it. Okay, so another one is boosting your self-esteem. Of course, start loving yourself, caring for yourself, doing things to make you feel better, taking care of yourself, right? So self-care is so important to me. I always say this to anybody that's going through anything. And I just feel that taking care of yourself and making yourself look good, smell good, feel good by, the things that you put in your body, waking up at a certain time instead of sleeping in, going sleep at a reasonable time rather than staying up late. I feel like those things, taking care of your well-being, can improve your self-esteem. Start going to the gym, working out on yourself, on your body, and it's very helpful for your mental as well. So I definitely do feel as though taking care of yourself to boost your self-esteem is very important for true happiness, because once your body is happy and feels good, you feel good, right? If you feel crappy and bad because say you went and you stayed up all night, or you slept in and you're just not taking care of yourself, you're not waking up, you're not showering, you're not drinking your water, whatever, right? Those things, if you're not doing things to improve you, you can kind of stay in this depression state of mind, and you're not as happy as you could be. Rather, if you go and you wake up and you do the things that make you happy, right? Even if you don't have a plan for the day, right, you could wake up one day and it's well, what can I do to make me happy? You can easily just wake up, take a shower, eat breakfast, drink water. It's so important to drink your water, okay? And also you could just read a book or write. I am so highly on writing to yourself and sitting out. If you have a balcony, sitting out on your balcony, getting fresh air, getting sunlight is so important for the body, because I just feel like it needs it. It just makes you feel better overall. You got that sunlight, you got that fresh air instead of being cooped up in the house. Being cooped up in the house can really put a, you know, a heavy weight on you, I feel, because you're just cooped up in the house. You're not seeing the light. You're not experiencing the outside world, right? Even if you just go to a park, okay, with your child or your boyfriend or a friend or a family member, who, it doesn't matter, okay? Something rather than staying in the house and not taking care of yourself. And also, you want to start enjoying time alone. I know it's hard because I was the type of person that I always found myself reaching out to hang out with people, because I'm like, well, if I'm alone, like, I'm bored. Like, I don't know what to do, right? I don't know. It's just not as fun. You have to start hanging out with yourself. So by yourself, right? Just you and you. Hanging out with just you to build that relationship with yourself. Because obviously in the beginning, it's going to be hard. It's going to be weird. It's going to be like, this is not fun, right? Sometimes it is okay to hang out with other people, but you want to build a relationship with yourself so that it's easier to be alone and you're happy to be alone, rather than when you're not alone. Or rather, when you're alone, you're kind of bored. You're not really as happy. You're not like jolly because you're alone and you're just bored with yourself. So when you build that relationship with yourself, right, you are happier with yourself by yourself. You have that relationship with yourself. You don't need anyone. So, and then it will turn into you. At this point, I don't even want to be around anyone else because I'm happy by myself. And that's where I, got into my life. Like, I'm at a point in my life where that's how I feel, right? Like, I do not care to go out with anyone. Mind you, it's a good thing to do to hang out with other people and have friends and, socialize. But it's so amazing to find the friendship within yourself, because at the end of the day, you're all you have, right? When everyone else leaves, if everyone else acts funny, folds on you, you will still be there for yourself. And it's always good to know that at the end of the day, if you are just alone, you're still happy. And you want to also figure out what makes you happy, right? What are the things that makes you happy? Once you figure out the things that make you happy, you can start exploring and doing those things. And now okay, well, these are the things that makes me happy in my life, right? So for instance, if you have a group of friends or have a friend, right, and they do certain things that you don't like, maybe those are not the type of people to hang around, right? You need to find your crowd of people also that do the same things in your interest. And I feel like that leans towards a lot of happiness for a person, because when you're hanging around a crowd that you're just really not clicking with, you kind of feel left out. So finding the crowd that you connect with is very important, and they do the same things that make you happy. I think it's very important for the person, the soul. And yeah, being kind is so important, because when you are kind, I feel like you get kind back, right? And it's just positive energy overall, right? So learn to be more kind, even if it's the smallest things, complimenting someone. Just be kind. I feel like it always comes back, and it's just a blessing to be a happy, kind person. I feel like being kind creates happiness in your life. So yeah, that's very important, to be kind. You need to get over other people's opinions. When you are stuck on other people's opinions, it's kind of, first of all, it's bothering you, right? And we don't want to be bothered. We want to be unbothered. So you need to let it go. Other people's opinions, let them go. Also, when you stop caring about other people's opinions, you're happier because you don't care about their opinions, right? So it's easier said than done because we're humans. And I feel like we always look for, other people's opinions and validation from other people. And I have a video on that as well. So if you haven't, you must go check that out, to stop seeking validations from others. But yes, so really, when you are so worried about other people's opinions, your happiness isn't at the full potential. You know what I mean? You're not as happy as you could be because you're so worried about these other people. Stop. Just stop. Worry about what you like, what makes you happy. And also, when you're so worried about other people's opinions, it just shows how bothered you are. It's very noticeable. I feel like it's so noticeable that people are bothered by another person, and now I can see you're a bothered person, right? You don't want nobody to see that you're bothered, and you truly don't want to be bothered. Okay, so start to practice. Okay, that opinion doesn't matter. My opinion only matters, right? And from there on, once you keep that mindset, you will start to train your brain, right? Like, other people's opinions don't matter. It's just mine. And then as time goes on, it just naturally just is like that, right? You're just naturally unbothered by what others say and naturally just don't care about the opinions from others. Okay, and another one is stay out of other people's business. When you involve yourself in other people's business, it puts a toll on you, I feel, because then if the business is negative, then you start to suck in all that negativity. Stay out of other people's business, okay? And also, that way of you staying out of other people's business, I feel like it shows that you're just unbothered by them. You're unbothered by other people's business, and it starts to actually become who you are. Stay out of other people's Stay out of their business, okay? I don't care if someone comes up to you and they try to, vent to you. You can give your opinion or whatever if they're your friend. But I do think that when you involve yourself around other people's lives and their business, it really puts a toll on you. Like, I truly know this because I used to try to be there for everybody in my life. And it put such a toll on me because I was in their business. I was trying to help them, but they weren't trying to help themselves. So at this point, I'm in your business, in your life, right? And it's putting such a toll on me. I feel negative now. Like, no, just stay out of people's business. It is. And then also, when you stay out of other people's business, right? So let's put an example, say if you're watching your ex or whatever, right? You're just nosy about something. Those things are going to hurt you and they're going to make you upset, right? So staying out of other people's business, it creates happiness for you because you only minding your business. You don't know nothing what's going on. Whatever, what is the saying where it says, what you can't see, what you don't know won't hurt you, something like that, right? So for instance, if you're going and you're searching, you're seeking for information and you get it, now you're upset and you're sad about something. Just mind your business. Level up. Stop worrying about all these other people and what they going through in their lives. Let them live their lives. Mind your business. And when you start minding your business, your life starts improving. I'm telling you, I had to start minding my business. I used to be the type of person, mind everybody's business, right? And it did me no good. And I know it's doing you no good if you mind other people's business. So start minding your own business and watch your life improve. You need to also make sure that you're setting goals for yourself. If you're not setting goals for yourself, you have nothing to look forward to, which lands to being kind of like unhappy, like confused. Where are you at in life? Where are you going? You're just kind of lost. So setting goals is very important just so that, you have something to look forward to in your life. I think that's so important. You need to forgive yourself for your past. This is so important also because this is something that I've had to do with so many situations, right? But forgive yourself for your past. Forgiving yourself is so important because When you forgive yourself, it's easier for you to move forward in life. When you don't forgive yourself, you dwell on so much in the past and you just are unhappy. Once you've forgiven yourself, right, you become the most happiest version of yourself because the past doesn't matter to you anymore, right? You forgiven yourself for the things that you've put yourself through, the things that you have done. It's super important to forgive you, okay? Always remember that. Forget everyone else. Yes, you need to forgive everyone else so that you can have peace with yourself. And I've talked about that also in another video. So make sure you go check that out as well. But you need to make sure that you forgive others and most importantly, forgive yourself. And the only reason why you're forgiving others is to have peace with yourself, right? Everything is for you. You're doing everything for yourself to become the best version of yourself and to be in a place and a state of mind where you're happy and you're just unbothered by everything, right? So forgiving is very, very, very important. And also, stop comparing yourself to these people. I'm not going to go into depth with this because I also have a video on this as well, but stop comparing yourself, okay? Comparing yourself is going to drag your self-esteem down badly because you're comparing yourself to someone you will never be. You will never have their life. You will never look like them. Therefore, it's no reason to compare yourself to anyone. The only person you need to compare yourself to is yourself, your old self, right? You never want to be like your old self. If your old self is worse than today, you don't want to be like that person. So compare yourself to that. We're not going to be like that, right? So you need to improve you by comparing yourself to yourself, right? What can I do to become better than what I am today, right? What can I accomplish in life to become better than I am today? Always compare yourself to you. No one else. Forget about these other people. Forget about what they have going on. Worry about you. And always remember to prioritize your health. I said this is very important because if you don't prioritize your health, you don't feel good. And when you don't feel good, you don't do good, right? So prioritizing your health, making sure that what you put in your body is good. And there's our generation, we are so heavy on this drinking, right? And I'm not telling you to stop drinking, but the way people be drinking, they just, they do what they do. But if you here and you trying to improve and you drinking every single weekend, you got to cut it. When you want to become something in life and when you want to improve and do better for yourself, drinking and doing the same thing that you do every weekend, you think by doing that every weekend is going to improve you and do you good? It's not. It's really, really not. And I had to learn that because I used to be the drinker. I used to be the partier. And when you have goals and you're focused on, building a family, or not even just a family, but a foundation for yourself to feel comfortable and the life that you dream of, I'm telling you, that lifestyle of partying, sometimes you need to put things on hold, because I'm not saying that you can never party again, right? That's not the case at all. But what you need to do is put things on hold that are not serving you. And drinking and partying every weekend doesn't serve a person that's trying to reach their goals and do things that, is going to bring them up in life and become the best versions of themselves, and especially being happy, right? When you're putting things in your body that are not good for you, they're kind of they're depressants. They're not even kind of, they're depressants. And like I said, it's not that you don't ever you can never drink again, but I do think that in this generation people have been ODing with it. So I just feel like slowing down on drinking and partying is very important so that you can get in tune with yourself and figuring out yourself and who you are in this beautiful life, bro. Like we're so blessed to be here. A lot of people take it for granted, and I just feel like doing the same thing that we've been doing for years, partying and drinking and so forth, I feel like Sometimes you have to understand that putting those things on hold is okay to find you, right? And once you find you, sometimes those things don't even serve you in life anymore. Like, you're just like, I don't even care to go and party every single weekend. Like, I have things that I want to do that actually make you happy. Those things, drinking and partying, they're temporary happinesses. And I know that for experiences. So try to, cut down, cut back, figure out things to do that are going to truly make you happy on a daily when you aren't drinking or partying. A very important one is letting go of anger, right? So I've obviously went through this, and I had a really, 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 really bad anger issues in the past. And I still do struggle with, getting frustrated easily, short-tempered. So I just feel like letting go of the past anger that you have with people, and things that you can't control, I think it's very important to let go of that. Like, let it go. If you cannot control something, if you can't change what had happened in the past, why stress yourself out about it? Why be so angry about it when you can't do nothing about it? This is something that I've actually was recently going through, of being angry with a certain situation and an individual, and it's like, I can't do nothing about it, so why am I about to stress myself out about it? Like, it is what it is. It's past. It's already done. It is what it is. So looking at a situation from that aspect is so good, because that's what I've done, and I'm over it, right? Because you can't do nothing about it. It is what it is. Wash your hands from it. Move on. Let's go. We got work to do. Stop worrying about the past. Stop worrying about these people and what they've done to you. Remember, what they've done to you. Never forget, but just forgive it and just move on, move past it. We need to focus on us. We don't dwell on the past. We don't dwell on situations anymore. We are moving forward. And another one on being unbothered, you need to make sure that you do not go on social media if you are bothered about something, because you've seen it, not on purpose, not looking, because there's times where you have friends, or it just might pop up on your timeline because of whatever, you see it, not trying to search for it, and something bothered you. I'm gonna tell you right now, what you are not going to do is post about it. You better not, okay? Because that is one way of just showing how bothered you are. Do not post about it. If someone posts something about you, you don't react to it. You are unbothered, okay? We don't need... that person said something? Anyways, next, what are we talking about? We're not talking about that. We're not talking about anybody. We don't care, okay? Someone come to you about something and say that someone said something about you, God bless. Literally. We are not entertaining what does not serve us, okay? And we're not going to let anyone, even if you are bothered by what someone has done or said about you, you never, ever let the enemy see. Never, okay? So responding, subtweeting, any of that, you do not do that. Oh my God, I think that is so important, and people don't understand. People feel like, I'm going to say something back that's going to hurt them 10 times worse. What you doing is you showing the whole world that you are bothered. I could not. I would not. I could never. And I used to. But now, the way I know things now in my life, the way I view life, the way I see things, you could never, ever catch me lacking, seeing that I'm bothered with what you've said about me, what anyone's doing. No, you never react to anyone. You can feel your feelings alone. Write it down. Write it down. Don't let anybody know that you're bothered. Just make sure that you continue to just mind your own business. What anyone else is going through is their business. If someone ever comes up to you and talks to you about another individual, you just, kind of brush them off. Like, that's their business. I ain't worried about them. Make sure you stay stern with that. And even if you want to talk all this crap on this person, you always make sure that you think in your mind, this is not worth it. This does not serve me. It does not serve me. I'm telling you, it will help you, because the more crap you talk about people, the lower you go. The lower you are in life, I'm telling you. And the more unhappy you are, it just shows how unhappy you are within yourself. Like, literally, it just shows you how unhappy you are. When you start to mind your business, the happiness, girl, it starts glowing, coming off the skin, okay? All right, you guys, so that is it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this video as much as I did, and you know that you can comment down below any questions or any topics you would like for me to talk about. And also, you could DM me on Instagram, of course, at Jada Marie, and I'll leave that down below in the description box. But thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys have a blessed day.